And finally, we'll talk about the phosphorus cycle. So the phosphorus cycle is often left off of elementary or grade 9 cycles, but we do talk about it quite a bit here because it's very important for plants and soil. So phosphorus is uptaken by plants, and then the plants enter a food chain. So plants are a producer. Producer is eaten by a primary consumer, which is then eaten by a secondary consumer, which is eaten by a tertiary consumer. And then we have decomposers, and the decomposers break down dead organic matter in the soil and also waste, which helps with fertilizing the soil. Okay, and the fertilizer acts as the more fertilizer we have in the soil, it just helps plants grow. Phosphates can be good in a little bit, but they can actually be fairly damaging. If we have runoff or leaching into lake systems, what will happen is this leaching of phosphate, which is acting like a fertilizer, will leach into waterways, and it will actually have help algae bloom. Not good, because algae pull a lot of the oxygen out of the water, and then what ends up happening is we have fish kills. So if you've ever seen at the lake, if you've been swimming and you see a fish float up to you, belly up, but then you kind of touch it and it seems to kind of come alive and flip over and swim back down, only to come back up again. It's just simply we don't have enough oxygen in that water system to support this life. And I will actually put a short video on about Alberta fish kills, and this happened last year in Alberta, and it was being noticed in the winter a lot, and it was detrimental to their water systems. So I'll post a video that you can watch. Now let's look at our 4 pillars again. Phosphorus cycle really aids in our macronutrients. NPK again. Formation, it allows for fossilized salts. Now salts are important because they are an ionic compound, and when dissolved we can get we'll get a metal and a non-metal, and we will get more nutrients into the soil. It'll help speed up seed growth, as well as it acts like a fertilizer. We just, again, have to be really careful about some of the fertilizer washing off the land and leaching into the waterways. Some of our household cleaners actually have phosphates into it, and as we are using phosphates to wash our clothes with, that will go into the sewer system, and then that goes into sewage water, which in turn can act like a fertilizer. There's a big thing about Wascana right now, Wascana Lake, and looking at how much fertilizer or in the form of phosphorus has been leached into the water, and the algae and the smell that we get late, like August, that we get in there, and how that's damaging the environment. And it's Dr. Peter Levitt that's looking at that from the University of Regina right now. And that concludes our short talks about each cycle. I've put up 2 crash course biology videos, one on the carbon and the hydrologic cycle, and the second one on the nitrogen and phosphorus cycle. Please give Hank a watch. He does a very good job of this. Ciao for now.